Mary. Good to
Hi,
see you.
girls. Good morning to both of you as well. And, there's more news that's come in that the Supreme Court has ordered the partial lifting of the limit on iron ore mining in Karnataka. Ashmit Kumar, my colleague, has all those details. Ashmit.
Right, so what's interesting is that this has been a long pending matter before the apex court. Miners in Karnataka had made fervent pleas for increasing the mining caps. And what's interesting is that even the centre had backed the miners and said and argued before the apex court that to augment steel production in the country, iron ore production also needs to go up, specifically in the state of Karnataka. So in pursuit of that, we understand that the apex court had reserved the judgment and then subsequently came out with the details. Supreme Court has partially lifted the mining cap. The Supreme Court's rationale is that concerns have to be balanced, but importantly, the Supreme Court held that lifting the cap altogether and entirely is out of question, that any change in the mining policy or in the mining target has to be done in a gradual way. So keeping that in mind, what's important is that the apex court has come out with specific targets. As far as Bellari is concerned, it had a cap of 28 million metric tons. That has been increased to 35. Similar relaxations have also been provided to the Chitradurga and the Tumakuru district. So this should come as a major relief. However, it's not quite in line with what the miners had sought in the first place. They had sought for doing away with the mining cap altogether. The Supreme Court, however, meeting them midway, allowing for partial relaxations. Back to you.
All right, Ashmit, thanks a lot for getting us all of the details from the courts now. But Nigel also joins us. Nigel, like you just heard, the Supreme Court has ordered a partial lifting of this cap. Take us through what this really means for all of the miners.
Well, there's a two-part impact out here. One is that if there's going to be additional capacity that's going to be coming on stream, then those who are consuming will be happy. But more importantly, let's focus first, on the miners. If that cap is going to be increased, we'll need to see who all, get this go-ahead with regard to increase of cap. The miners in the state from the listed space itself are NMDC. Well, they have some capacity all there. You had Vedanta as well that has a small capacity out there. And also Sandur Manganese. So all those three, they are miners. Since the cap has been lifted, in all probability, they could get to mine more as well. So good for them. On the flip side, some of those consumers, namely JSW Steel as well as Kalyani Steel, both of them have been, crying hoarse actually for the last few years or so, that availability is a bit of an issue. Yes, it's improved in the last few years, but more amount of availability of iron ore will save them on the sourcing aspect because they'll be getting their iron ore now from their home state, which is pretty good news as well. So the consumers will be happy and the miners as well will be happy. But as Ashmit said, we'll have to wait for the fine print. Back to you.
Thank you very much for that, Nigel. Get into a break. On the other side,